Hello, welcome everyone. I just had to scarf down my food real quick. Hello, welcome. So my brain is broken. Good thing tonight we're just gonna do a lot of reading. Which either could be actually good, because it means I don't have to do a lot of thinking, or it could be bad, because I'm horribly dyslexic. So we're gonna see what kind of mush my brain is. But, I don't know, I thought, I'm back up streaming again. I don't have a schedule for this week, it's just kind of playing off of vibes. Hello, Pop-Tart Snake. God, fucking chat box. Why is... Okay. Trying to get chat to fit in a coffin is surprisingly hard. Y'all just won't nicely sit in the coffin. I don't know why. I don't know what is preventing that. But if you want my suggestion about the coffin chat box looks really cool, I wouldn't do it. It presents problems, but I am now married to the idea of having a coffin chat box, so I refuse to get rid of it at any point for any reason. But we're playing it off of ear, off of vibe, off of vibes right now. I like to snake in the coffin. Okay, you're fitting in the coffin now. That's good. But playing it off a vibe, off ear, so I thought maybe it'd be good to just play a fun little Halloween dating sim, because it's Halloween season. Most normal people are like, yeah, the Halloween stuff can start now. I have been celebrating Halloween since about August, because that's when the Spirit Halloween started opening up in my local area. And that's all the reason I really need to start getting out pumpkins and, screaming about pumpkin-flavored stuff. Pumpkins. I love pumpkins. I love pumpkins so much. And bats. And, wow, no way, the really cutesy, spoopy witch Batgirl VTuber loves Halloween and fall and spoopy stuff? You don't say. Hello, owl. Hello. I love Halloween so much. I have 4 bat plushies. I have 4 bat plushies. I have a candy corn plush. I have a pumpkin plush. I have a Halloween gnome plush, as in Norwegian gnome. Norwegian gnomes, or... I think they're technically called something different, but if you look up Norwegian gnome, it should pop up. But he has a purple hat covered in bats and stuff. I have a black cat. I have a Halloween colored gargoyle. Amongst my bats, I have one purple bat with black wings. I have the Squishmallow bat, which the bat in my background is based off of, and he has a holographic tummy and wings and ears, and he's so pretty. I have 2 of the Fluffness bats. I'm debating if I should get Vlad or not, because he's the only Fluffness bat I don't have, and he's explicitly a Halloween bat. He's supposed to be Dracula bat. I have the Fluffness Vincent plush with me right now, because he makes for a good lap buddy whenever I'm dealing with cramps. Yeah, I might have a problem with Halloween, and I'm debating about getting the Squishmallow werewolf plush too. I don't think I'm gonna get either of them though, just because money is not all that much lately. But I'm rambling. I'm talking my ass off. And I forgot to set this up earlier, because I've just been barely alive. Where the fuck is there we go. Yeah, sure. We'll call it that for now. There we go. You're gonna pop up. There you go. Ah, please. Thank you. Jesus. So I have played this on Twitch before. Have not played on YouTube, and there is no like record of it because I did not download it or anything. But it's super cute. It's super fun. You can get it free on Steam. I love this game. I've played it a couple times. It's been a minute since I've played it, but like it's so cute. It's so fun. Oh yeah, and then this is the first time you guys are seeing the new like gaming art overlay. It's extremely similar to the last one because I really liked it, and I just kind of added in some of the elements of the new stuff of like, you know, this kind of interesting border with like the bats and some glowy bits. Everything is a lot more cohesive. This does mean, however, my cute little doodle sticker background thing is gone. RIP to it. It lasted over a year. But now it's forever gone. So let's get playing. Ooh, I need to move. I forgot I need to move. Oh yes, I almost just... Let's see, I remember your two romances were Wolfie and the Poltergeist, I think is the blue one. Yes, so out of all four people, if you want to romance the werewolf, you do have to pay like $5, but you also get a bunch of like extra art pieces and stuff. It's technically DLC because this is made by a stupid small studio. And I have romanced Zero and Lawrence are their names, and this one's named Camilla, and I forget the Frankenstein what their name is. But it's like so cute. This game is adorable. It's very so cute. Like you can like it's so cute.
Let me try.
Let me try.
Let me try.
It has a bunch of like customization options and stuff, like your name and whatever. It's so cute. There we go.
It's love, love, love.
That makes the world go round, round, round. Another flawless night. Once again, love triumphs. All thanks to the weeks of dedication and hard works of yours truly, the incredible, the one and only Cat Nightshade. It's love, 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 da-di-da. Tonight, two souls who had been searching for their eternal afterlives for each other have found one another at last. Tonight, two hearts that used to be lonely are beating as one, all thanks to me.
The best matchmaker in Glimmermere High.
This game is so cute. It's just so silly and fun and cute. Cat Nightshade, the one, the only, da-da-da-da, best matchmaker in Glimmermere High. Da-da-da.
The only one.
Ah! What the fuck? Please leave. I got a weird pop-up. Hopefully you guys did not see that. The only matchmaker in Glimmermere High. The blue-skinned apparition steps out of the wall right in front of me. Eek! I jump back and lose my balance. I nearly fall over.
What's the matter?
You look like you've seen a ghost.
I have.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never would have guessed. The apparition hovering a few inches above the pavement is Zero, my poltergeist classmate and childhood friend. I snicker at his obvious job. He has quite the natural-born talent for it. You look as strict and frowny and scary as ever, Zero. Where have you been? I've been waiting all night.
Smile for me.
Why don't you smile more often? You look sweeter than candy corn when you smile. I look at Zero. It looks like Zero won't be showing me that sweet smile of his tonight.
Anyway.
I have actually been busy on a very important errand.
Yeah,
Right. You were just out matchmaking again. The ghost reminds me of Jacob. You're so right. You're so right. God damn it. God damn, you're so right. He does look like Jacob. God, that's... especially since Jacob was the... I married Jacob first in Fates. Was the first ever, character I supported. And then I romanced Zero first out of this game. God damn it. I have a thing for disheveled men and then very posh men. Like, either completely feral or like very put together, prim proper. So my friend is talking about me. We were talking about going to the Miku concert, but then like it's like $100 and something, and now they're texting me about it. So I might be like dipping in and out at certain points in the stream. Of course, I was out matchmaking. When evil comes knocking, whether due to external forces or certain summoning incidents in the lab that we are not going to bring up yet for the 100th time, Zero.
I must do it.
I must quell the beast by finding its one true love. After all, I am the one and only Cat Nightshade. The best matchmaker in Dwemermere High.
Again.
Dummy. You're the only matchmaker in Dwemermere High.
Truly.
So naturally, I'm so superb at matchmaking, no one dares compete against wonderful me. Zero brings his hands together slowly and horribly in 1, 2, 3 sarcastic claps.
So,
May one inquire if the one and only Cat Nightshade found any time between helping the undead find love and romancing evil spirits to study for her exams?
Sam's.
Yes. Exams.
Of course.
Of course I have, silly! They're promptly bookmarked in my calendar.
Oh.
I just haven't had the time to really buckle down with a good witch's brew and spell book.
I know.
But I will.
ha ha ha.
Folding his arms, Zero smirks at me with a rather sardonic grin in his ruby eyes.
Hey, tell me.
When, pray, does the incomparable Cat Nightshade think her exams are?
Huh?
Isn't it Halloween? I'm sure I have much more time than you.
Wait.
Cat, when do you think Halloween is?
Well.
Halloween is the most important day in the witch's calendar. However, these days have been so busy with matchmaking a certain evil spirit, every day seems like any other. I cannot say for certain the last time I looked at my day planner, but it couldn't have been that long ago.
Maybe.
Halloween is in 2 months, maybe 3, maybe 4.
Halloween is next week.
What?
I don't know which is more terrifying, the way Zero is growling, or what he just sounded growling. Growling? Hmm?
No way.
Next week?
Yes.
Next week.
Really?
Halloween!
I cannot.
Yes,
believe-
Cat. I cannot believe you forgot about your exams, much less Halloween. But Zero, a lot has happened since the start of the semester, and you know my memory has a tendency to be fickle.
Don't you know?
On the first week, I almost got tangled up in a mistaken identity crisis with a corpse bride.
Thankfully.
He was understanding once I matched him up with the undead body of his
And
dreams.
then.
And not long after that, an evil spirit teen tried to banish me for getting his mom a hot date. And
Then.
must I mention a certain summoning incident in the lab that's still not up for discussion? Zero sighs with an exaggerated shake of his head.
It isn't.
Your memory isn't bad, it's selective. I throw up my hands and surrender at his comments. Nothing I said was going to break down his wall when he gets like
I
this.
don't know.
I don't even know what the exams are about.
So,
Exams will be a series of magical obstacles, of course. You need to use the magic spells you were supposed to be of learning this year, too.
Oh, you
Spells?
mean-
Like the glow spell.
yes.
I remember?
I remember Miss Magwitch cast a glow in her first class. The demonstration was absolutely dazzling.
Yes.
About the exams. Maybe I can cast it too, and dazzle the examiners to pass me. The wonderful matchmaker of Dumamir High. Yeah.
Let me try.
How did she do it? Let me try. Glow. I wave my hands gradually, the way I remember Miss Magwitch doing.
Glow!
Light, come on, glow. Not a glimmer.
Why?
Zero, care to give me a hint as to why I can't cast glow? Because you're a witch. Only true sorcerers can cast spells purely by magic. Witches like yourself must use potions to cast spells.
Oh!
I cannot believe.
This is basic knowledge. You slept through class the whole... Have you slept through class the whole semester? A sheepish grin spreads across my face before I can stop it. Maybe. I've been staying up pretty late.
May I remind you?
I once forgot what I ate for breakfast 10 minutes after eating it. I've been there. I've done that. I have bad memory. You can ask Owl. I have very bad memory. Unless you study properly from now on, you're going to fail your exams and be expelled for being a witch who can't cast one single spell.
Really?
Will they really expel me just because I can't cast a single spell? Zero is looking at me in that horrible way of his again.
Think about it.
You'll be the one and only witch in the entire history of Dormamere High to be unable to cast even a single spell. Being expelled is far-fetched. Think about that for a moment.
Help me.
Zero, help me. Teach me a spell. Teach me to be a spellcasting witch.
Let me think.
Nope.
May I remind you?
Every night for the last 3 months, between all the ghouling around and excessive matchmaking, I kept warning you to prepare for the exams. But did you ever listen? But Zero, you try listening to anything while being exclusively hunted by an evil spirit.
You said so.
You said the spirit summoning incident was not up for discussion.
Did you?
So, did you ever listen to me? Hello? Why is it not popping up? Hello? I guess hopefully if I click it, it works. Okay, there we go. Just had to click.
Not.
You're hopeless.
Cat, don't even think you can get me to bail you out this time. This mess really is all my fault, huh?
That's right.
I'm not fixing it for you. I let my shoulders droop.
I understand.
After all, you've done so much already.
I'll work hard.
I'm going to study really hard, harder than ever before, these next 7 days.
And then...
And if it still isn't enough, and we never see each other again after I'm expelled next week, then I'll miss you, Zero, my dearest friend. I give Zero a sad little smile, then turn to look tragically away. 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
Zero?
I guess.
I have no choice but to help you once more, but don't count on it happening again.
Thank you.
Really, you will? Thank you, Zero. I spin exuberantly, celebrating my little victory, and throw my arms around him. They slip through him, as usual.
Hey!
Hey, quit it! It'll take me ages to reform myself if I get disintegrated so close to dawn. Sorry, I'm so happy. I can't help it. You're the best, Zero.
Stop.
I said stop. There isn't much time left before daybreak, and you'll need all the help you can get.
Pay attention.
I'm only going to explain spell casting and potions for witches this once. Your day is divided into 3 segments: early dawn, crimson dusk, and witching hour. Pick an activity to spend your time with during each time segment in the activities menu. Make potions, learn skills, and part-time job will advance time into the next segment.
Ah.
Dawn.
Dawn's coming. What's the matter?
You look so ephemeral and fragile now, as if the slightest wind could whisk you away.
Because
That's because the sun is nearly up.
that's how it is.
For a poltergeist like me, doomed for life to only walk the night.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me tonight and, well, for everything.
Work hard and do your best.
I, for one, would prefer if you didn't get yourself expelled, if that makes a difference. If it isn't for how transparent he'd become, I could almost swear his cheeks are a tinge brighter than before. Silently, smiling his elusive, sweet smile, Zero fades away with the onset of the day.
I will.
I will, Zero, I promise. I'll work hard, pass the Halloween exam, and make you proud of me. I will, I swear it. The windows of my house are brightly lit, and when I try the door, it swings inwards with ease, which means
Damien!
I'm home.
Welcome home.
Cat. I hear my housemate Damien shuffle down the stairs, welcoming me with their shy smile.
Help me.
Oh, tonight didn't go well?
Uh,
The worst. Tonight was just dreadful. I can try, but I don't know if I...
You see,
Matchmaking isn't my forte, and, you've never needed any help before, so...
oh.
Not matchmaking. Of course I don't need any help with matchmaking.
The best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High.
And I intend to keep it that way. Then,
Well,
studying! I give myself a fright thinking about the possibility that I might be expelled from school.
Don't you know?
The exams are on Halloween, which happens to be next week.
of course.
Of course I do. Everyone does. Hang on.
Wait.
Cat, don't tell me you just found out. I look at them teary-eyed.
Phew.
Oh dear. This isn't the most opportune moment to ask, as Damien must be busy with their own studies too. But I gave Zero a promise, and I intend to do everything I can to keep it, and studying together is more fun anyway.
Damien!
The most dependable and studious friend I have, you're my only hope. My housemate looks both embarrassed yet happy at the same time, and that's how I knew I had them exactly where I wanted them.
Really?
I am?
See?
If I cram these books all by myself, I'll probably end up setting them on fire, then catch fire myself, and then die miserably. You gotta help save me from my ultimate demise. Please? Damien hesitates, but only for a second before nodding, just as I knew they would.
I'll try.
To do what I can to help you, Cat.
Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. Without a moment's notice, oh god. I got something in my throat. That was weird. I fling my arms around them in a big, cheerful hug.
Be careful.
Careful! I'm still not finishing assembling these parts. I jump away at once, careful not to bump off a limb or two.
All right.
You were already doing maintenance again?
Yes.
My previous arms were falling off, and one of the knees started creaking, so I had to buy new parts from the human shop. Just get good. Are there any good bargains lately? You can't let Mr. West rip you off. You're his #1 customer after all. They gave me a small, humored smile.
Yes.
Yeah, the human shop has an influx of parts that they're selling for cheap because, well, a big pile of human corpses was recently uncovered, or so Mr. West says. That Mr. West sure is a bit shady, isn't he?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe, but the human parts he sells are fresh and cheap, just like his potions.
Right.
Potions! I snap my fingers with both hands as the next step in my master plan for passing the exams falls into place in my head.
I remember.
That reminds me, I should go to the human shop and buy potions. I'm all out. I can't cast any spells without them.
All right.
That's a good idea, Kat, but are you sure you can afford to?
I...
Whatever do you mean?
Oh.
Aren't you kind of, broke? Too real. It's too real.
Oh.
Well,
You're right.
you already spent all of your allowance on hosting matchmaking parties, right?
Yes.
Yep, that evil spirit only wanted the most fancy stuff and wouldn't give a rest until I complied. Wait, how did you know that?
Well,
Because yesterday you had to borrow money from me for lunch and a little extra for a light snack.
I forgot.
Oh, this is bad, really bad. Even if I do learn enough spells to pass the Halloween exams, it won't do me a lick of good if I don't have the potions I need to cast them. And there's no way I'll have enough time to concoct all the potions I will need while cramming spells simultaneously. There has to be another. Cat, listen, I have an idea. Tell me.
maybe.
If you need to earn money to buy potions, maybe you can, try asking Mr. West at the human shop for a part-time job.
Wow.
Are they hiring?
Exactly.
I heard Mr. West needs more hands that are attached to living bodies, to help out because of that big, consignment of corpses the shop receives. And with everyone busy studying, I think that you'll have a good shot at getting the job there, if you want, that is.
Perfect.
There at once. After you wake up tomorrow. Their sudden shift in tone took me by surprise, to say the least, and I put on a good pouty face. But
No.
go to bed, Kat. You look exhausted and you need to rest.
But
I'm serious.
You see?
If you won't go to bed now, I'm not going to help you.
wow.
Such a surprisingly assertive threat coming from you. I do what I need to.
Right.
Alright. I know you mean the best for me. Heading to bed now, my liege. I take an exaggerated bow, and Damien laughs softly, but doesn't leave their spot until I have gone all the way up the stairs and into my bedroom. Maybe Damien is right. I'm way too sleepy now to be applying for part-time jobs if I actually wanted to end up getting hired. And my bed looks so soft and warm and inviting. And my eyelids suddenly feel like a ton of bricks. Tomorrow, I'll work really hard tomorrow. Darkness takes me gently into its sweet embrace. This game has such fun dialogue. I like it, and it's just so cute and peppy, you know? It's great. 8 hours of uninterrupted beauty sleep is the most magical spell in the world. I went to bed last night feeling like a lobotomized zombie with a head stuffed full of decomposing brain matter. This morning I stretch out my arms, fully reassured as a lively and youthful matchmaking
The
genius.
incomparable, the one and only.
Cat Nightshade. I sing haughtily as I bounce down the stairs. Good morning, Cat. You're looking energetic. I am energetic. That's why I feel like I can take on anyone and anything.
Excellent.
Even Mr. West in the human shop? Huh? Aren't you applying for the job at the human shop today? Since
Well,
you're broke and you need money to buy potions, which you need to cast spells, which you need to pass the exam on Halloween. Oh, no worries. I'm in a good mood. No wonder I'm in a good mood. I forgot all about the exams, potions, and casting spells and being broke. Now I remember, I count each little terrible to-do list item on my fingers. And my cheery, good mood evaporates like a fine mist in the morning sun.
See you later.
I'm late. I have to hurry. See you later, Damien.
yes.
Good luck, Cat. I hear Damien call softly behind me as I dash out the house.
All right.
Good luck. Yep, I'm going to need it. I don't know who I'm gonna romance this time. Sorry, my father needed to ask me a question. Ding, ding, ding. The cracked antique bell chimes eerily as I push open the creaky old door and I skip too fast. The shop is as empty and as silent as an open grave, which means it isn't open yet, probably. Looks like I made it just in time.
Hello? Oh my.
My, what do we have here? A cutie has happened into my parlor. Behind the shop counter stands a little girl, her chin on the edge of her palm. She's eyeing me up as a spider would a particularly delectable fly.
Herbie!
Today's produce just arrived, and it's still fresh, being alive and all. Her voice echoed lightly through the shop, and from somewhere upstairs, an unseen voice hollers back. I'm busy, Carmilla. Butcher it yourself. Butcher?
No way.
Oh, wait, I'm not produce.
Mm-hmm.
Really? She tilts her head pointedly to the side with an obviously dubious regard.
But?
Are you quite certain? You look a lot like produce to me.
Oh.
I am no mere
The
human.
incomparable, the one and only.
You behold in your company the incomparable, the one and only Cat Nightshade.
Nightshade, huh?
So,
you're a witch? Yeah.
you know it. Then why haven't I seen you at school before? Possible. Everyone knows me. You go to school too? You go to Dorvemere High too?
Huh?
If you're really a student there, you would know that without asking. Strange. I thought I had invited everyone to my matchmaking parties at least once.
Oh.
Matchmaking? Oh, you're that Nightshade. The charming girl straightens up and dazzles me with her professional, sunny smile.
Welcome.
Hello there, my name is Carmilla. How may I assist you today? I'm looking for a job. Now, if you're a witch, you should know you have exams in 1 week's time.
Last time.
I am a witch,
Well.
and I know I have exams in a week, but I'm kind of really broke. Those gaudy matchmaking stories must, soirees must cost a pretty penny. Yes, which means I can't afford to buy potions, which means you can't cast spells, which means I won't be able to pass the exams, even if I know how to cast spells.
Huh?
Even though, which means I watch her swiftly calculate my unfortunate circumstances.
And so.
You'll be the first witch ever to be expelled from Dormamere High for not being able to cast a single spell.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, exactly what I don't want to be.
Now.
Well, as I understand the trials and tribulations, I can't help you.
Why?
You see, Mr. West is the proprietor of the human shop, already has someone to run the store for him, and you're looking right at her. But I need the money.
Yes.
Who doesn't? At this point, I am a tad despaired and desperate and blurt out the first idea that comes to mind.
Maybe.
I could work for you?
Mm-hmm.
For me? Both her eyebrows raised in interest. Yes, as someone as talented and clever as you shouldn't be working for others. You should have others working for you instead. You mean as a manager? Not simply a manager, think bigger. Supervisor, director, visionary leader.
You're right.
True, I do belong to an ancient, distinguished, noble family.
Yes.
The common people should serve me, not the other way around. And I can't believe the proprietor is making a girl as beautiful as you stand behind a counter all the time.
Right.
I'm wasting away behind this silly table, aren't I?
Truly.
Definitely. With your brains and your looks, the proprietor has you out and about charming the customers. I bet the turnover of the human shop will increase tenfold.
Huh?
Only tenfold?
Of course.
100-fold.
I like it.
You make excellent points. I like the way you think. See? I would be quite useful to have working for you. Put in a good word for me to the proprietor, please. I'll try. No guarantees. She winks.
Herbie!
Today's produce wants to work for me and I like her. Can she? What? Work for you? Please? gosh. Her voice is suddenly so sugary sweet, I felt like a diabetic going into cardiac arrest just listening to it. Oh, alright.
And so,
That means you have to pay her a salary, you know. Oh, alright. And that means you'll also have to give me a raise. Excuse me?
yes.
Because I'm her supervisor now, aren't I? You can't pay me the same as her. Wait, what? Oh, alright. Carmilla turns back to me, her hair bouncing lightly against her shoulders. She claps her hands together dramatically.
Congratulations!
On your new job!
Amazing!
Was it magic?
Of course.
Of course it is. Vampiric magic, to put it simply. My very own brand. A devious little, notion strikes me.
Oh,
How did you become so impossibly good at it?
practice.
Oh, practice? Practice makes perfect, you know.
I'm sure.
You're being way too modest, I'm sure. She purses the lips against the back of her index finger.
Maybe.
Maybe I am. There's a lot of talent, involved too,
Can
naturally.
you teach me?
Can you teach it to a witch like me?
Of course.
Of course I can, if I want to. Why do you want to learn anyway?
Well,
I was thinking it might be useful for asking the proprietor for a raise.
yes.
I mean, just for the sake of my Halloween exams.
Camilla.
I'd be ever so grateful, Carmilla. After all, you're the only vampire in this world who's intelligent enough to teach magic in just a week, please. She considers me thoughtfully, tapping the tip of her chin before pausing to give me her final verdict.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
it could be you may have some talent for it too. We shall see. Once a day, your character will work a part-time and earn money. While working part-time, some events may occur that can be solved by using the right magic spell. Solving these events will earn you an extra amount of money. By choosing a part-time job from the activities menu, you can work an extra shift. I love how you as a character are just so, like, low-key manipulative. Not in any way to hurt anyone, but just to, like, you know, butter people up. Like, get people to like you so they help you and stuff. Like, that, I something about that. Like, you don't see a lot of dating sim main characters with, like, you know, full personalities like that. Little witch cat, da-di-da, the one, the only, la-la-la. Today I found out the proprietor of the human shop is incredibly shady. His storekeeper is a sweet-talking vampire. I also got a job so I can buy potions, and a new friend to teach me riveting vampiric magic. Yeah. I pumped my fist into the air, cheering at the sign of my imminent victory. The Halloween exams are going to be a piece of pumpkin pie. Suspicious noises are coming from the dingy back alley behind the human shop. What's going on? Cautiously, I peek into the decrepit alley. A mountain of reanimated corpses in a body bag are crawling its way into the human shop. From the upper floors of the shop comes the sound of metal and glass clashing and crashing onto the floor. What did you say? Not again.
Don't you worry.
Don't worry, Herbie. It's only the delivery for today's produce. She giggles while giving me a twinkling glance. Then, Carmilla turns her attention to the hideous monstrosity that just made its way into the door.
Now,
Leave it out on the doorstep as per usual, Lawrence.
All right.
Okay. The mountain of body bag halts and plonks onto the ground. The person who was hauling them straightens up and dusts off his hands. It's a cat boy! His growling. Oh my god, his growling. I talked about this when I played this on Twitch. And, like, chat, like, horny balked me. But, like, I can't. It's so good. A what?
Wow.
How cute, a real-life cat boy. I've never seen one up close before, despite being a witch.
Right.
So many cats, but no cat boys. Plus, you must be a really strong cat boy to carry that many body bags all the way to the shop.
Stop.
First of all, I'm not a cat, and second of all, I have a name. Hold out your paws and say, yeah, cat boy. I wave my loosely held fist in the air at him, and he puts both hands on his hips and drops his head before letting out a long sigh. Evidently, my frightening appearance has unhinged your wits with stark terror.
No way.
You don't look frightful at all. Can I give your fluffy ears a pat? I really do, like, you really do bully this man. But, like, when he growls like that, I can't be mad about it. Before or after I bite your head off.
Wow.
Such a feisty cat boy.
I'm a werewolf.
Again, not a cat boy, a werewolf. Werewolf? Where?
Of course.
Right here. He places the tip of his index finger against his chest. You?
Yeah.
Yes, a werewolf, a lichen, a long-grown... Lucron? I don't know what that is. Me. But werewolves are scary and stuff. I mean, okay, werewolves are only scary for certain sectors of the population. Precisely. At least you condone the point. But you're not scary at all. You're adorable. I'm normal.
Wow.
Wowie, you're growling again, and looks like you want to bite someone's hand off.
Because...
I do. If you're done infuriating me, I will take my leave. With unteverable dignity, the catboy werewolf strides past me, chin highs, ears bristling. How strange. I begin to inquisitively stroke my chin. What? He stops mid-stride. You're adorable. He doesn't seem to like being called out. I'll be nice to him. You don't like it when someone calls you adorable, cute or adorable, do you? The werewolf begins to rub the side of his head in a circular fashion. So kind of you to finally put the pieces together. No, in fact, it makes my temples throb with a vicious fury. Sorry, I'll remember not to in the future. Probably.
Good.
Very good.
Hold
Hang
this.
on, in the future? For sure! You expect me, for some reason, apparent only to yourself, we shall have cause for further association.
Yeah.
Yep, I want to become friends. It's not every day I get to meet a werewolf as cute and, as scary and intimidating as you. I mean, he can be all of the above. I'm normal. I'm so normal about werewolves, guys. Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but just this once.
Well,
Your name is Lawrence, right? That's what Carmilla called you earlier?
Yeah.
Indeed. You have the advantage of me.
right.
What? Oh, my name is Cat Nightshade, the one, the only.
I know.
Yes, I know.
Of course.
You know? You know, yes, of course you know. I don't want your service. Mind you, I already have too many admirers inquiring after me for a chance to scratch my chin or ruffle my ears.
Right.
Don't worry, I won't try to set you up with anyone.
Good.
I mean, there's me. I'm so normal. I only tried to make you teach me magic spells and potions. Lawrence was starting to nod when he flung his head up in surprise. Let me get this straight. You're a witch. You're asking me, a werewolf, to teach you how to brew potions.
Right.
That's right.
Fine.
I see. It's not only my hearing that is faulty, but your intellect. It's not my hearing that is faulty, but your intellect. Well, sometimes I do wish I went to a cache, occasionally. But what can a werewolf like me teach, even to a taunt witch like yourself? You're a werewolf, right? That means you're very
Yeah.
strong. This is true.
And then.
And you have superhuman senses, and you look at scary and intimidating all the time. Correct again.
Right.
Then teach me spells and potions that will let me be like you. I bet being strong and scary with superhuman senses can help me pass my Halloween exams. I clasp my hands together and shake them up at him in a pleading fashion. Desperation seems to be an unfortunate recurring theme for me lately. It is possible I can do so. It may even be possible. Yeah, you might be able to learn a thing or two if I do. Hip hip hooray! But that doesn't mean I'm going to. What? Why not?
Now,
What can you possibly offer to make it worth my while? No, okay, nope, I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke. YouTube is not going to appreciate that joke. My undying friendship?
no.
Don't need. My eternal gratitude? Useless. My premium 24/7 matchmaking services?
No.
Good grief, no.
Well.
Then what would you like? Meat. Lots and lots of meat. Nope, can't make that joke. Can't make that joke. YouTube will not appreciate that joke. I'm so normal. He scratches his arms and folds them behind his head.
You know.
More meat, it means less time hunting. It means less time hauling corpses, and I, for one, would welcome the break to do something as simple as teach a few spells.
Alright!
Meat in exchange for teaching me spells, huh? Okay, all the meat you can eat for as long as we both shall live. You swear?
Yes!
Pinky promise. For a moment, Lawrence stands still and silent, obviously awed by the generosity of the one and only Cat Nightshade.
All right.
I accept your offer.
Yeah.
Yay! I return home tired and footsore, but very, very happy.
Vivian.
I'm back!
Welcome home.
Welcome back, Cat. My housemate hurries to greet me, looking a lot sprier than they did this morning.
Well.
You finished maintenance already?
Yes.
Yes. You were out rather long time, and I was getting a bit worried. Did everything go well?
Yes.
Everything went fantastically. I got the job and made 2 new friends.
Congratulations.
All thanks to your idea, Damien. Now I will have the money for potions and 4 people to help me prepare for my Halloween exams. A slight blush dawns their stitched face.
I'm glad.
I'm glad for you, Kat. Tell me, what are your plans for the rest of today? Now we get into the actual game part of the game! I forget things. Yeah, and then you can create up to 3 different kinds of potions in one session. So, and then everyone does kind of a different thing, and you can also do 0, but 0's not available during the day. He's not available because he's only available at night. If you brew 3 potions of the same, if you brew 3 of the same potion, Damien will give you 2 additional potions. So if you need like lots of one, Lawrence will triple your potion output for your 3rd choice. Oh damn. If you brew 3 different potions, Carmilla will give you 2 random additional potions. And then yeah, so this is kind of how you like pick who you're going to romance. If you go through their entire list of things, but you need potions to do the lessons, and you also need potions to do the the exam. So really, you need a lot of potions. But yeah, you go through their whole list and then you can romance them, which means you can have like the option of 2. I think it would be pretty impossible to do all 4. But yeah. But let's make potions. And we'll do Carmilla. I don't know who. So yellow is mostly Lawrence, blue is mostly Zero, purple is mostly Damien, red is mostly Carmilla. Actually, wait, no. Purple is Carmilla, red is Damien. But like, yeah, you'll need like pretty much all of them. I don't know who we're gonna go for. Okay. Look, I like werewolves. I do. I don't know if we're gonna go for Lawrence though, because I've already, that's who I went for when I streamed this last year on Twitch. So I don't think we're gonna go for Lawrence. I know. I have not romanced Carmilla or Damien. I have romanced Zero and Lawrence though. Oh, she just gave me 2 of her own potion. Okay. That's fine. Okay, who we're gonna do? Who we gonna do? Who we gonna do? Who we gonna do? Who we gonna do? Or I don't know, maybe we should do. Can we have Lawrence? No, we can't do Lawrence yet. I mean, not Lawrence. Zero yet for the potions. I forget what he does for potions. And you can do them, like, in whatever order you want. Like, I could do fly right now. Right? But it's kind of recommended that you go down like that. Because, like, the like, story plot shit. What do we do? What do we do? I want to do Zero again, because Zero's my favorite, actually. Like, unironically, Zero has, like, my favorite story. But, again, I've done Zero before. Okay, you know what? We'll do Carmilla. We'll do Carmilla. I'm telling you, The Zombie's Heart is the author's magnum opus. A finer story has never been made in the history of forever.
No.
And I'm telling you that's a load of rubbish. Did we even read the same book? Excuse me, folks, could you perhaps help me? We both look up at the elderly gentleman interrupting our debate, which I was totally right about, gesturing towards a haunted sculpture on the top shelf.
Of course.
Of course, my dear. I immediately turned to pick up a step stool from behind the counter.
Oh, right.
Here, let me...
I can do
There's
it.
no need. My adorable little servants will fetch it for me. Carmilla puckers her lips and lets out a soft whistle. Oh my god, look at the little bats! Look at the little brats! Oh my god, they're so cute. Instantaneously, a small group of chattering bats swoop from the top of the rafters and gather around her, gleefully spinning. She gestures towards the sculpture, and the cluster falls upon it in a swarm. They pick up the heavy stone between their little claws and carry it down into Carmilla's waiting hands.
Here you go.
Thank you, young lady. As he receives the products, he gave us both a small nod before continuing to browse the store's selection.
Wow.
Whoa, Carmilla, that was amazing. I stare in awe at Carmilla's little posses of bats while they flap around her. One even lands on her shoulders and nuzzles against her cheek. In response, she affectionately pets the top of its head. She's like a spooky Cinderella.
Right.
Adorable darlings, no? I love hearing them mill about. Can you talk to them?
Yes.
Indeed, I can. It's an inherent skill we vampires have, being able to communicate with creatures of the night.
You know?
Essentially, anything that creeps, crawls, or flaps is a close ally. She presses her index fingers to her lips and winks.
Wow.
Wow, but I don't see your eyes glow this time. Are you not controlling them?
Not at all.
Cat, not at all. I would never control a friend.
At any rate,
These are simply creatures that, if treated with kindness, will aid us in our daily lives, as well as dangerous situations. But you called them your servants.
no.
For oomph, my dear.
Now,
This particular family of bats have been bonded to me for generations. They may as well be my own blood.
I don't.
We do not subjugate family. The bats swarm closer around her, butting their heads against her arm, and hand for pet. She obliges and gently caresses their back fur. Oh my god! Bats are so cute. I love bats. Is it something I could learn too?
Maybe.
I don't see why not. That is assuming I feel like teaching you. Huh? She smirks, saunters over to my side, and lets her words caress my ear. Apologize for your unsightly, moreover wrong opinion from earlier, and perhaps I may consider your request.
You know?
If only to celebrate your newfound sense of taste. Seriously, over the book? Ugh, well, I'm definitely right, but... Wow, suddenly I see the error of my ways, and I think you're absolutely right. It was complete rubbish.
Right.
Oh, is that so?
Right.
I just don't know how I didn't see it earlier, to be honest. As always, you're so much wiser than me, and oh, so gracious. Please teach me more, so that I can be like you one day, Lady Carmilla. A little more overacted, my dear, but I'll take it. Though, do remember not to demand services from just anyone. We have a delicate balance in our relationship that we have to uphold, you see.
Now,
If some outsider starts bossing my bats around, I would be obliged to defend them. I would never. I stare at her wide-eyed and hopeful. Perhaps. I mean, you've been such a great teacher, Carmilla. Double seriously. If I didn't... Oh my god, I need water. Not me, like, dying. If I didn't have you showing me magic, I don't think I'd ever be able to learn it. You're brilliant in every way imaginable. Camilla barely expresses a grin. Well, I suppose I can't deny that I've been the best teacher you've ever had.
I'll teach you.
Alright, little witch, I'll teach you how to cast night creatures. Her ego fed, Camilla spends the next few hours teaching me how to create potions that can summon and communicate with creatures at night. We will start small, a few spiders, then slowly on to practicing with her bats. It takes up to the entire rest of the day at the shop. Still, I barely notice the time passed until a customer rushes in at last minute because of course they would. Not like they have any upcoming exams that are sure to spell their impending doom. Excuse me, could you help me reach that skull on the top shelf?
Of course. My dear.
Go ahead, my dear. Now's the perfect time to try out your new skills.
Night creatures.
I cast a spell, and whistle a small tune for the bats, just like Camilla showed me. A few flutter over, but they don't even have half the enthusiasm they gave her. Bring me the skull. I point up towards the top shelf, and they stare at me unmoving.
Come on.
Sweeter doll. Please? Nothing. Pretty please? Unsure of what else to do, I take a few berries from my lunch and offer it to them. Oh my god, look at the little baby! Eat an apple berry! The bats sniff them for a moment and then hesitantly accept the fruit. I inch towards the coaxing them along. Eventually they manage to grab the skull, but not without almost dropping it to the floor. Thankfully I stumble forward in the nick of time and catch it and hand it to the customer.
Right.
Here you go. Thanks. And don't worry, everyone's new at some point. After paying for their item, I leave and leave a pity tip for me. He exits the shop. Once he's gone, I turn to Camilla with a frown big enough that my bottom lip juts out. I just don't get it. What did I do wrong?
Oh,
Your
sweet thing.
Your approach could have been better, but there's no need to take it personally.
Now,
I'm more familiar to these bats than you are, after all. You'll need to build a much greater relationship with them to gain the same kind of trust they and I have. She pets one of the bats for emphasis, smiling down at her companion all the while. I hold out a finger in response. A single bat flutters down and wraps its little claws around the middle of it and hangs upside down. Yeah, I get it. I smile to myself. We'll just have to spend more time together. Today I went to work, nothing special happened, and got a good amount of pocket money.
0.
Guess what?
What?
Come on.
Fine.
Neither you nor I have the time to... Fine, I'll guess. Woo! He squints at me skeptically.
Did you?
Did you just set the kitchen on fire again, making scrambled eggs?
Huh?
What?
Well,
Did you? No!
I see.
Then I suppose you must have caused an explosion akin to when you put the wrong ingredient to your potion and burned down your flat.
No way.
I didn't, jeez.
Don't tell me.
You accidentally summoned a 38-armed tentacle demon again while trying to practice spells.
No.
In that case,
I'm surely out of possible ideas. With much enthusiasm, I whip out a peace sign and angled it stylishly against my face. I'm ready to learn the glow spell.
may I remind you?
That the glow spell is the very first spell that taught you at the start of the year.
Yes.
That's the one. Let's do this.
Uh,
Looks like it only took you 9 months to get ready to learn it. Excellent progress, Cat. At this rate, you'll pass the Halloween exams with flying colors. You think so too, huh?
The incomparable.
It's
the
quite
one and
natural to find yourself speechless in front of a witch as brilliant as the one and only Cat Nightshade.
I admit it.
You often reduce me to speechlessness, but I need you to teach me to spell at some point, you know?
That's right.
You're right. We don't have the time for sarcastic banter with each
Pay
other.
attention.
Prepare yourself, Cat. I'm going to teach you how to cast glow.
Glow.
An orb of pure golden brightness flows. Brightness flowers in the cup of my palms. At first, it's faint and nebulous, but with each beat of my heart, the light shines more and more radiantly.
0.
0!
Right.
I did it! I spin around in delight and find Zero watching me with one of those rare, sweet, wistful smiles of his.
Well done.
Yes, well done, Cat. I do not understand why, but seeing Zero's smile always makes something inside twist inside my heart. Praise me.
I did.
I just did. Oh, yeah, okay. Praise me more.
Maybe.
Maybe I will if you pass your exams, that is. Aw.
Work hard and do your best.
Work hard, Cat. It all depends on you from here on out. The more I look at his smile, the more I find this, the secret hollow in my heart twisting more sharply than usual. Turning away from him, I toss the glowing orb into the quiet evening sky.
Anyway,
Now it's your turn.
Hmm.
come on.
Come on, my glow must be feeling lonely up there, all by itself.
Yeah, right.
With the moon and all the stars to keep it company.
Well,
They're so far away. Zero, you're right here. Quietly, oh so quietly, I'm not sure I really did hear it, a soft whisper.
All right.
For you, Cat. From behind me, an orb of azure light floats past, drifting up and joining its golden counterpart.
You know.
Mortals call them ghost lights, will of the wisp. Huh? Every poltergeist can cast the spell. Malevolent ones would cast them before unweary travelers, using its light to lure them from the road and perish in quaking bogs and sillets. dark turns. When darkness is all around you, you will find it can be worse to travel with a light that is unreliable than with no light at all. Somehow, Zero's voice carries a hint of bitterness with it. I can't help but lean forward, trying to put my hand on his shoulders.
Hey!
Whoa, hey! Sorry.
You know.
You know better than to do that.
Well,
I can't help it. You're my reliable light, Zero.
What?
Don't you know?
You're a glowing blue poltergeist who always looking out for me, so you can't blame me if I want to keep if I keep wanting to lean on your shoulder.
You can't.
Well, you can't. You fall right through and disturb my form in the process. Just like now, huh? I grin at him, but his smile is nowhere to be found, although his cheeks seem to be tinted with a faint blush.
So,
You learned how to cast glow. Our lesson is over. I'm heading off before you do something stupid again. Zero. He deteriorizes in front of my eyes. Feeling a little crestfallen, I set off in the direction of my house. Just before I'm about to leave the field, I pause and look back one last time. The two glowing orbs, gold and blue, are still adrift in the evening sky. The corners of my mouth curled upwards as I continue on my way, my steps lighter than before. This is why I like Zero. This is why I like Zero. Now Zero can help us with potions. Zero will double your potion output. Zero's actually pretty damn good. So, for example, I can do this, and then I'll have even amounts of all potions. Actually, that's probably a good idea. I can't find my books. Dun-dee-dum. Must be stolen by... I don't know. You probably left them in your bag you lent your roommate. I squint while pursing my lips and holding my chin in my hand as I think hard on the mentally retracing my steps from not so earlier today.
Wow.
I did do that, huh? Wait, Lawrence, how did you get here?
what?
She said, oh, she did
Watch
not say
yourself.
Lawrence. It's Lawrence. Lawrence. Watch yourself, witch. Lawrence takes a moment to pause and sniff the air. The way his nose twitches is way too adorable. Or next time you have eggs and bacon, I'll come to claim some for myself.
Wow.
How did you know this? Creepy!
No.
It's not. He sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Again.
In case you forgot, again, I'm a werewolf. We have the best sense of smell in all of Halloween Town.
Now.
I caught your scent near the near West's shop, but it was muddled with several people mingling there at once. Since the Frankenstein creature came in not long after, and you so easily gave them your book back without a second thought, I assumed you lived together.
But
Although I could imagine you doing something like that regardless. Wow, we really do, actually. That's some pretty impressive detective work. Slight is deceptive, but scent never. Sight is deceptive, but scent never lies.
Oh.
I have dyslexia. Can you tell? It causes problems. Oh, hey, do you know where Damien is now?
Help me.
Help me track them down. I need my stuff for my next class.
do it yourself.
Enemy.
Wow.
Oh, how am I supposed to do that? I throw up my arms with a greatly exaggerated manner and look at my werewolf companion with a huge pout on my face. Not everyone has an all-seeing, all-knowing magical nose like you do.
Well.
Well, you did ask me to teach you magic, didn't you? Yes?
I'll show you.
Then buckle up, Buttercup. Hey, that's the name of my cat! Buttercup is genuinely the name of my cat. I love her. She's so cute. Honestly, I don't know if I showed you guys Buttercup. I actually had to kick her out of my room before stream because she keeps like coming in here and hanging out with me. But like she talks, like she just screams all the time. So I can't have her in here when I'm streaming. I'll show you how to follow a scent the way I can using the smell and track.
Right.
Oh, ears. Giddily, I cup one hand behind each ear. Lawrence lets out a gruttled huff.
Pay attention.
Pay attention, cat, as I teach you how to cat scent track. Lawrence demonstrates how I can smell the way wolves do. I thought it'd be complicated to improve my scent like that, but it was actually pretty simple. With the right spell, I guess anything is possible.
Scent track.
After casting, I take a deep breath through my nose, as if there were delicious brewed cooking on the stovetop.
Wow.
It's like a whole new world opened up before my very nose.
Maybe.
So long as you get a good whiff of it first, you can track just about anything. Maybe even... Oh my god, filtered fields too. Track and field?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of running around. Track and field. Okay, yeah, okay. I get the joke. It took me a second. I don't have words right now to convey how terrible that pun was, but I'll track you down later. I grin as I lean towards him and take a few sniffs.
Oh.
Hey, you actually smell kind of nice. Sensational even. What? Now who's being creepy?
Come on.
Oh, come on, you started it. I mean it though. You have a really earthy smell to you, like wildflowers and tree bark and mud.
Well...
I like rolling in puddles where no one else is around. Puddles? Really? Don't tell me you roll around in stinky dead things too. With my mouth ajar, I slap both hands against my cheek.
Oh.
Right, is that why you work at the... Okay, we're done here. But, leave. Okay, fine. Smell you later, Lawrence. Actually, how much do I have of things? I think it's like 5 per potion. Maybe. Yeah, it's 5 per potion. That's right. Here, we'll just buy a single red one. A yellow one, I mean. We should probably learn spells. I'm trying really hard not to do 0, but I want to do 0. Here, we'll do, I think telekinesis will probably be helpful. I think we're gonna go for Carmilla. I want to do 0 though, because I really like 0, man. I do. Clean the house, cat, neck, shade, the neat, the tidy.
I'm sorry.
I have to apologize, cat.
Always.
I thought you were a thoughtless, bumbling, devil make hair, airhead slob.
0.
0, 1 adjective at a time, please.
But...
It seems you, maybe, deep down, are actually a responsible person. Yes, praise me some more.
Maybe.
Very, very deep down. Carefully, I climb the ladder. A pail of cleaning pail of cleaning equipment in my hand.
Huh.
How was Damien injured so badly? They said they were trying to clean the top shelf of this cupboard, but while on the ladder, one of their joints came out suddenly.
Ouch.
Yeah. I sigh. It's rare for that to happen to Damien. They're not even a klutz, so I'm pretty worried.
Oh,
Cat?
don't worry.
I'm sure Damien will come home in tip-top shape after the surgery at the human shop.
Right.
So am I.
And then.
And I want to give Damien a big surprise when they get back and find this place spick and span. Not a single crumb of newt to be found.
Are you sure?
Fun fact, eye of newt is just mustard seed. So, when she says single crumb of newt, she is basically saying not a single crumb of mustard. I think that's very kind of you. Only, are you sure you'll be fine? What do you mean?
May I
You're
remind
barely keeping your balance on top of that rickety ladder, while holding a mop in one hand and a pail of soapy water in the other.
Well,
A serious task that would be a challenge, even a serious task that would challenge even a trained acrobat. Okay. I'm dyslexic. It's so fun. Why do I play so many like dating sims and visual novels and like super story heavy things? I do this to myself, truly. I am
Amazing.
amazingly talented, aren't I? Don't accidentally trip and fall too, cat. You're such a warrior, Zero. I tiptoe on the uppermost rung, straining to reach the corner of the cupboard shelf with my mop.
Incomparable.
No
one
accident
and
could
only.
possibly happen to Cat Nightshade, the one, the only, cockroach. Watch out! I flinch away from the creepy crawly and simultaneously lose my balance. For one dizzy moment, I am in free fall. An unseen force catches me in midair. Huh? I'm floating? Buoyed up in midair by an invisible wave as my mop and my pail on either side of me. So slowly the force ebbs away, settling me and my mop and pail gently on the floor. My brain rattles inside my skull as I recover from the fall.
Well.
What happened?
thank goodness.
I caught you in time. You scared me to death. But Zero, you're a poltergeist. Unless you want to turn into one, don't ever do something so...
Wait,
Wait, that's it. I'm an idiot. I should have taught you telekinesis. Tele what?
that's right.
It's a poltergeist spell that allows you to move physical objects about, like slamming doors in an empty room, breaking plates, plunging cosmic boxes into ponds, or catching witches falling from ladders? Precisely. Or controlling a mop and pail to clean up the cupboard without needing to hold them yourself.
Can you teach me?
Oh, that sounds useful. Teach me,
Pay
Zero.
attention.
Alright, prepare yourself, Cat. I'm going to teach you how to cast telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Inch by inch, the mop and pail rise from the ground like zombies from the grave. Dip the mop into the pail, take the mop out.
Well done.
Not bad. Wipe the mop on the shelf. But with a spell such as telekinesis, concentration is absolute key. How strange. There's a round button-like thing. The instant you lose it, it's moving. The spell breaks. Eek, cockroach! It flies! Zero, it's flying! The mop and pail drop as a small brown creature whirls through the room before propelling up and out the open window. Zero catches the mop right before it lands on my head, and a look of relief crosses his face briefly.
Huh.
Telekinesis isn't the easiest to cast, especially when you're casting it for the first time and being frightened by flying cockroaches.
Well,
That too. When you've quite recovered, shall we try again? After an hour under Zero's tutelage, I used telekinesis to clean not just the cupboard, but every nook and cranny of the kitchen. There, when Damien returns, Cat, I'm home. They're back. Can I stay? I'd like to see the look of surprise on their face too. Of course. Thank you for all your help, Zero.
Apologies.
Sorry I caused a mess in the kitchen earlier due to my accident. I'm going to clean it up right away. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Cat and Zero, what are you? And why is the kitchen? Oh! Looking around the human shop, all I can see are couples that should be together if only I could give them the nudge in the right direction. Ugh, this sucks. Why do I have to work when I have such an important higher calling? No, bad cat. I have to study. I look down at the open spell book, which sits on the counter. Mr. West told me I could study here until someone came to the register, and memorizing ingredients shouldn't be too hard, right?
Well,
Let's see. Pumpkin root mixed with cherry eye? What's that? Oh wait, it says walleye. She's dyslexic just like me, for real. Blame Seraph for giving me that particular little point of phrase. Who decided that learning potions meant reading anyway? All you do is dump a bunch of junk in a pot, so you should be able to just wing it. What's the point of studying? They're both the same, aren't they? How am I supposed to pick? I lift my head to watch Carmilla filter between shelves. When she spies the customer, there's a small curling up in her face and a glint of something in her eyes. She bends towards him, then gently places a hand on his back.
my dear.
Oh dear, it's just packing fingers.
You know?
Don't make the decision any harder than it has to be. They're both fine products. You'll notice one on the left is dried, while the one on the right is fresh.
Sure.
I'm sure a capable mage such as yourself will use both to its fullest potential. Oh, alright, I'll take both. I knew you were something special when I saw you, darling. Her hand slithers up the customer's back and then drapes around his shoulder. Carmilla pulls him closer, and a dark blush creeps on his neck as she does.
But, you know.
But you don't want to put your ingredients in just any old cauldron, do you?
Am I wrong?
We've recently started carrying magical implements, and a miracle worker of your caliber deserves the best. Or am I wrong? Alright, you have a point. You see, this continues for at least a good half hour. I'm absolutely mesmerized as I watch Camilla direct him around the shop, whispering sweet suggestions in his ears. Eventually, I can't even see the customer's face behind the pile of goods in his arms. As expected, it takes forever to ring everything up, and when they finally arrive,
Your purchase.
Woo! Thank you so much for your purchase, doll. Don't be a stranger, you hear? Oh my god. I got so scared because my phone... Did the stream drop? What's happening? Is the stream working? It's not like loading properly on my phone. It keeps telling me it keeps trying to autoplay to the next video. I don't know what's happening. It's like the stream is still going, but it's like not loading on my phone or something. I don't. Is everything? Is it? And I don't. Has it like? Hello? Okay, it's not ending, but it's being weird. And we have seriously dropped in... Well, shit, we are bouncing around a lot. Things are being weird. I think yeah, there's a bunch of crazy stuff. We are going to end now because it's being temperamental and I don't know why. I'm terribly sorry, everyone. Hopefully, this doesn't happen tomorrow or anything. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so now we're gonna end. Thank you everyone for showing up. I'm really sorry this happened. I did not want this to happen. I will save, and we will pick this up tomorrow. Maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out what's going on here with the internet. Yeah.